In this video, we're going to use the Ultralytics platform to train a fall detection model. So we can feed images from a video stream through a model, detect if people are standing up or falling on the ground. This is a pretty cool use case for a computer vision model, and also very critical out there in the real world. Could be construction sites, could be retail stores, and so on. You can train it on different classes, so it has multiple different situations that it's detecting. But let's see how we can do it on the Ultralytics platform. It's just a few clicks. So I've opened up the new Ultralytics platform at platform.ultralytics.com. I have this annotated dataset on the left side with around 500 images total. You don't really need more to have an initial model up and running, and this is going to train crazy fast. It's just gonna cost you a few cents, so there's no reason to spin up some code, spin up an environment. You just do a few clicks in here. Make sure you connect your dataset. You can always just add your new dataset in here. We can annotate, so we have the dataset viewer here, we have the training, and then we also have the deployment of your trained models. You can see the class distribution. We have class 0, class 1, and class 2. We'll have a chart where you can see the distribution of your data, the splits between your test, train, and validation split, image dimensions. You can have your heat map over where are your detection in the image frame. This is pretty cool stuff as well. Image format, bounding box dimensions, all these different metrics and charts is really good for just analyzing your data in general. Once you have trained the models, they will be available in here. You can train multiple models, so you can see the different variations, which one's performing better. You can tune your data set. You can do a few iterations and tune your high parameters. But once you have your data set, we can see we have a few images here with people sitting down, falling, standing. So this is the three classes that we have in our data set. All we have to do is just hit new model. You can use all the base models from Ultralytics. We're just going to go with the newest YOLO26 nano version. That's more than fine. And now we have a very small data set, so we can go for the 100 epochs. The batch size is going to figure out that by itself based on how much RAM the GPU has available. Here we can choose the different GPUs that's available. So let's just go with an RTX Pro 6000. You can see the pricing, the RAM, and so on, that it has tons of different options available. We can see the estimated cost. So because we only have a few images, it's just going to take 5 minutes to train once it's up and running. And you can see the total cost on the right side. So you can have a computer vision model being able to do fall detection if people sitting down, standing up, or falling for around 10 cents. This is pretty cool. Let's just hit start training. That's everything that you have to do to set up a computer vision model. You can export, deploy it in here free on the CPU resources, and then you can use it in your own applications and projects. Connect a live video stream from a CCTV camera from a construction site, for example, and then you can have this fall detection model up and running in pretty much no time on your live camera. These models, they can even run on CPU, so you don't need any crazy GPU setup and cluster. This is very, very small models that can run on the edge, and we have full videos covering every single step, both for the training part, but also the inference part, and how we can actually get these models out in production, running in the real world. So we can see we have some ETA here, the elapsed time, we have the mean error position going up. You can see it's pretty much just updating live per epoch. We already have the epoch 11, 14, so it's training like crazy fast. We can also go in and see the live graphs, so we can see if the training losses are going down, the mean error position, recall, precision, and so on. So this is very important metrics to look at while your model is training, especially if you're training for a longer time. If you want to stop the model early, make some modifications to your data set, you're not getting the precision and recall as you're expecting. So this is also very cool. It's just going to take a few minutes here, so we're just going to let it run. You can run predictions and run a few examples after it's done training. And you can see it's just 1 minute left. You can see all the training configurations with the high parameters, the performance metrics. You have everything in here, which is used for making the charts. You can also run it locally. You have your YOLO train device 4. We have the model. This is the model that's going to use the data URL. So everything is connected to the Ultralytics platform. This is pretty cool. Let's just wait here for a bit. We have 71 epochs. You can deploy it. Again, it's free for CPU. You will have a few hundred milliseconds inference time. So it will send the image to the cloud, do inference, send the results back so you can use it. And this is still a pretty okay, good use case for fall detection. If you just sample like an image every second or 2 seconds, 5 seconds, if someone is going to fall, they're not going to fall and be up again on their feet in 200 milliseconds. So that's still a variable solution to use. And if they're standing up after 200 milliseconds, You probably don't want to flag it as a fall anyway, so this could be very cool use case for some other stuff. So we can see the compute cost. It was 7 cents to train this computer vision model, and we have everything available now. You can see the final training metrics. Again, we still have a very small data set, but it's looking okay here in general. We're missing some detections in our recall. Our precision is pretty good, but we're definitely missing some detections that we should have because we only have like 350 images in our data set. So we can run prediction, just see some examples. We're going to feed this in. We have class 0, and class 0 is falling. Let's try to see this. This is class 2. This should be definitely sitting. You can also try your webcam in here. This is the example, so you can use the API documentation for setting it up with Python, JavaScript, curl. We're going to see how we can use it locally in just a second, but you can export the model in here, and you can also deploy it. It will look for all the different locations that you have, find the server closest to you. You just hit deploy, and you will have the model deployed in here. So to use the model locally, let me just go inside the export tab, and then we can see we can export it into all these different frameworks, depending on what hardware you're using. You have TorchScript, ONNX, OpenWindow, TensorRT for NVIDIA hardware, CoreML, Apple hardware. All these are available directly out of the box. Let's just go up and hit download. This is just gonna download the PT version. Then we can take this PT version, drop it into our Python directory or wherever you're using it in your code, and then we can use the model locally. So now we've downloaded the model that we have just trained. I put it in here into my folder. So we have a fall detector or fall-YOLO26N. This is the one that I just downloaded. So all we have to do now is just take this Python script. We can set up email. We can get our model to detect when there's a fall, and then if we detect a fall in our video, is going to send an email notification to our email. So you just need to set up your Gmail sender, so where you want to send it from, and also where you want to send the alert to. This can just be an email, but the sender email that you have, you need to generate an app password. So you just need to follow this link here, give the app a name, and then you will get this 16-digit password that will be generated. You can paste it in here, and this will be deleted before the video goes live. So just go to this link, find your own for the specific email that you want to send it from. This is all we have to do. Again, this is just for setting up the email notification. So we act like building this fall detection system with the Ultralytics platform, and then just a few lines in Python. So we set up our class for our Gmail sender. From email to email, we have the password, and we also have the server that we can connect to. So this one here is just with SMTP. It's just going to connect to Google Gmail. We send an email notification, so it's going to construct the email with the from, to, the subject, and we are pretty much just going to send the person ID, confidence, timestamp. Please check the monitored error immediately with plain text. And we're also going to send our encoded frame. So when we get a fall detection, we display all our detections, encoded, send the image bytes in the email as well. So we have an image attached to it. This is pretty cool. And then it's just going to send the email. If it can't send it, it's going to send down in the exception here. It's going to connect, try to send it again with a reconnect. It's going to print it to the terminal as well, but this is the one that will send the actual email from this email to this email with this message here as a string. That's all we have to do. Then we can go down and set up our alert queue. We have our email worker that's just going to get an alert from our queue and send it to our Gmail in parallel. We have utility functions for drawing the labels, drawing the detections on the images that we are running our model through, and also getting the output. So we extract the output, use the utility functions to display it, and this is the image that we send with our email to. So in our main inference loop, we're going to take our model, we're going to take our source, and we set up our Gmail sender. We set up a worker in a separate thread, so it's not blocking our inference. It's just going to go into another thread based on our queue that we have sent up, and then it's set up, and then it's going to take and send the email with all the information. So we create an instance of our YOLO model. We set up video capture with OpenCV. So this can be an RTPS stream, webcam, video file, anything here that you can set up with the video capture. Then we're going to set up a video writer. So we just write out all the output frames so we can see what is going on in the outputs. We have a while loop reading in a frame from our video capture. So it's just loading in frames from a video source. It's going to run object tracking. All we have to do is just call model.track. We set our frame. We don't want to print too much to the terminal. Have a confidence of 65. We want to be certain when we actually get a fall detection. We don't want to raise too many false alerts and just spam our email. So we're only interested in class 0. We also have purple person sitting down. falling, standing up, but we're only interested in falling and sending an email notification when someone is falling. We extract the results, we get the bounding boxes, classes, confidences, and also the IDs from our tracks. So then we can iterate through all our detections, draw the detections, and then put it into our alert queue. So we're just gonna put it into the alert queue, and then on a separate thread with our email sender, it's just gonna read from that queue and send the emails out there. That's everything that we have to do. Then we can just show the frames and run the program. I've opened up the terminal. Only thing that you have to do, pip install Ultralytics. Make sure you have these email stuff set up as well. I think that's just Python dependencies. So all we have to do now is just run Python. We have our fall model, fall detection model. We have a video stream that we want to pass it through. So all we have to do is just Python fall-detection.py. Let's run it. It should open up the video stream, start to detect falls, and then send email notifications. So it's connected with our email file on this port. This construction worker or warehouse worker is gonna fall. We get a fall detection. This looks pretty good. If we go inside our email, we can now see that we got this email notification to my test email. We got the person ID, we got the confidence score, the specific timestamp, and then we also just have this, please check the monitored area immediately, and has attached the image as well. So we have a fall, 90% confidence score. This guy here is falling down, so we're catching it immediately when he's falling down. Even though we're getting some flickering, we're not getting any spam alerts in there because we're tracking this person falling down, and we just put this event into the queue that the email is reading from. This is pretty cool. This is how we can set up a fall detection system. We went over the full computer vision pipeline end to end, how we can set up a project and how fast you can do it. Find a use case, find a data set, train the model with the Ultralytics platform, export it, use it in your own applications and projects, and in just a few lines of code, you actually have a computer vision project up and running that you can use in production. It's not much work, you just need to find the use cases. So definitely check it out. Hope to see you guys in one of the upcoming videos. Until then, happy learning.